Welcome to part 2 of making this crochet dress. I'm now at a point where I am ready to start creating a slit on the skirt. I tried it on and I just made a mark where I would like to have that. It's kind of in the middle of my right leg. I will cut the yarn and I will start the row where the slit is. If you already watched part 1, thank you so much, and thank you for all the feedback. Quite a lot of people agree that I should add a few more rows here at the front, as we have a little bit too much cleavage going on, and I agree it's too much as well. So I'm going to add a few more rows, and I'm thinking as I add rows here at the front, I can also add a few more rows on the shoulder strap so it's not so thin. I think it'll look nicer as well, but let's see when we get there. I'm going to finish the skirt first, and then we can do all the finishing at the top, add the frills and all that. It's a really beautiful day today. I might go outside and do this. It's a shame to stay inside when the weather is so nice, isn't it? Is anyone else invested in rotten mangoes being present at the Didi's case? Because I surely am.
First, I have to set the scene. There are no cameras allowed in the federal courtroom.
Also, I realized that I haven't showed what stitch I'm using here, so I'm going to show you. It's very simple. I'm sure many of you already figured it out. I'm doing a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 forever, a million years, a million times. And I'm going kind of, every time I go in between, I'm kind of catching that chain 1 that I'm doing before. All right, so I'm just going to continue for a few more rows and I'll come back when I have a little bit more. Ciao, ciao. Too much money for your dad and not for much, I believe in it. I kind of want to do a little bit of a reality check with you and just be a little bit transparent about what has been going on. I know this video is again delayed and I'm sure no one is there waiting for this video to come out, but it's just so hard to be consistent and it's kind of like, it upsets me to be honest. And the reality is that I haven't recorded anything because I haven't had the time. My son has been sick again and he's been home for a full week, which is great. We get to spend a lot of time together, and he's now in a phase where he's starting to crawl and it's just adorable. I just kind of wanted to show a little bit more about the reality of being self-employed and being a new mom who hasn't got any help. Basically, I have no family, so no one to help me. And if my son is sick, I have to stop everything that I'm doing and take care of him, which is absolutely obvious that I should be doing that, obviously. But I'm behind with work. I don't post videos when I want to post them. My house is I don't even want you to see my house. It's a complete mess. The pile of laundry is huge. I don't know, I just wanted to share that in case there is someone else watching who is in the same stage like me, who is maybe a new mom or a new parent or struggling to get things done. But anyway, let's get back to this dress. I made so much progress. I've been crocheting a lot late at night and whenever my son is napping, so I did do a little bit of work. I have the length that I want to have. Actually, I'm really curious to know how much this whole dress took me. Let me count how many rows I have. I'll be quick. 112 rows. Let's do some quick maths. On average, it takes me 16 minutes to do a row. Sometimes more, but never less. So let's do that times 16 divided by 60. It took me 30 hours to crochet the skirt. Wow. But anyway, let's just see where we're at and where we're going with this. So the skirt is quite long, it's up to the knee, which I'm very happy with the length. And the idea is to do a frill starting from the part here of the opening, going all the way around at the bottom. And I think after I finish with that, the skirt is complete and I just need to work at the top and I need to figure out the fastening at the back. I'm thinking to maybe go and buy a zipper for the opening here. I don't know, we'll see, but I think I want to just get over with the frill at the bottom, see how that looks, and then I can kind of do all the finishing touches and the dress is done. In theory, this should take me a couple of days, but again, who knows, maybe I'll come again in a week and say, oh my god. You can see that I started the opening here, I went straight for a little bit and then I decreased shape and I decreased 1 stitch every row. Oh, also last night, actually it was really late, I sewed this here. If you remember the last video, I showed you that this section here is a little bit loose. So what I did was I folded it. You'll see inside how that looks. It's not looking great, but it is what it is at this point. So I folded that once to kind of remove the excess. It's not perfect, but it's just really hard to undo it at this point. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. This is the only yarn that I have left. And I really hope that I have enough to do the frill and the finishing touches, but I think I should be fine. So I did a couple of tests to see how I want the frill to be before I go all the way around, and I'm going to show you the first one, which I didn't like very much because it was a little bit too frilly, or let's say too dramatic. Basically I increased a little bit too much and it was just a lot. And then I did another test, which I prefer. I think it's going to look really nice. Basically for this one, I'm doing, instead of doing a double crochet, I'm doing a treble crochet. And I know depending on where are you from, there are different terms with what a treble crochet is. But for me, is when you yarn over twice and you go tuck, 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 you go 3 times. So it's basically a little bit longer than a double crochet where you yarn over just once. And I do that so that the frill is quite lacy or quite open, which will make it less heavy and also quicker to knit, quicker to crochet. So basically now I've done already the first row and the second row I'm kind of halfway. I really hope that I don't need to undo this. I hope it's going to look nice because I really don't have the time. It's actually quite heavy. I'm gonna weight it to see how heavy this dress is and I'll tell you how much yarn I used. But look at this little frill, it's cute.
This is your bane of your existence. This is projects like this.
Literally.
You need to drop. You need to...
I cannot stop until I finish it. And now I'm gonna finish it today. Okay, I'm gonna snap this. I'm gonna cut into crochet today. I've never done this before, it's scary. No, I'll be fine. Do you remember when past Elena said that future Elena is gonna deal with this?
I always do this to myself. I do something and then I let future Elena deal with it, but I think I can manage this.
Well, future Elena, aka me right now, I'm pissed with past Elena for doing this to me. I'm referring to the back section where I said I was gonna overlap the layers and it will all be nice, it will look perfect. Well, it doesn't. And I tried to think of some ways I could kind of overlap this and make it look nice. But I think in the end, I'm going to have to take this apart and redo it so it fits, so it fits perfectly. When I close the back part together rather than overlapping the layers. I'm kind of scared, to be honest, because this could all just turn out very, very badly. So what I'm thinking is to undo this part and redo it and actually crochet upwards and decrease as well, because this part here at the top comes longer. Decrease so that it goes kind of like this, and then when I put it all together it should fit perfectly. In theory it would work. When I started the skirt, I began with the first row, which is basically attached to this top part, and now I have to cut, and I'm worried that the skirt part will then unravel. I'm not sure if that's how this works because I never cut into crochet, but I still added a safe line just to be safe. Ah! Oof, this literally hurts my soul. So I have here marked on how much I need for the top part. It's only this that I need. So basically I would have to create a piece that is shaped like this. Wider here, and then it gets narrower here at the top. I think this dress is officially complete, and I say I think because I feel like at the beginning I wanted to do so many more things to it, but now I decided to not do them in the end, and I'm going to address some of them in a minute. I just wanted to kind of tell you some of the things that I did now at the end to kind of put it all together. Well, first of all, I added 2 rows of single crochet on the shoulder strap on both sides, and this just made the shoulder strap a little bit thicker and the edges a little bit straighter, but also it added 2 more rows here in the front, and that just gives me a little bit more coverage, but also I tightened everything so it fits a little bit better. So I think I'm happy with this. I might add a couple more rows, but I'm not quite sure. I might just leave it the way it is. And when it comes to the shoulder straps as well, I lengthen them so they come all the way to the bottom part here at the back to kind of hold everything together, and just gives the back a little bit more structure, I think. The back is not my favorite part of this dress. I don't know, I imagine it a little bit different, but when I decided to unravel those rows, remember when I said that the back part was overlapped and that didn't look great, I think I tried to add a bit more to kind of cover it to make it fit perfectly, but in the end it was kind of impossible. I don't know, I just couldn't manage, and it was difficult to make it fit perfectly. So I thought by adding, I don't even know how to call it, a thread kind of, or a ribbon, let's say a ribbon to tighten everything at the back, I could make it fit as good as I want, as this dress has to be quite snug on the body to kind of hold everything and give me the support that I need in the front. I don't love the ribbon that I made. I don't know if this is officially called a ribbon, but I just crochet this, I don't know how to call it right now, my brain is not working, but instead of having this here, I'm going to go tomorrow to the shop and I'm going to buy an actual ribbon. Where is the one that I had? I have this ribbon here, and I'm thinking to buy something like this, but maybe from a more silky material, and I want to tighten it beginning with the bottom, going upwards, and here at the top I'm going to have the bow basically rather than having it at the bottom. And I think this way will cover my back a little bit because I don't love how open my back is. And also I know I got burned. I'm like a lobster. And another thing that I need to buy or make is a little skirt that I can wear underneath, as this is quite see-through. I think that is all. If you remember, I wanted to add frills on the shoulder strap, but in the end I decided not to do it as I feel like it doesn't need. And also flowers. Remember, I wanted to add flowers all over the dress. I just feel like it doesn't need as well, as I think it looks quite sleek right now and quite elegant, and I feel like if I would add the flowers it would be a little bit too much. And also I spent so much time on this dress and I don't want to spend another minute, as this project literally consumed my life for the last month and I don't want to work on this anymore. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked seeing the process. I hope you liked the dress. Let me know what you think. And if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!